The British pound made a big reversal after what we'll call 8 consecutive down sessions. We saw it trade just above 129.5 and then get a nice bid mid-session up close to 132. It didn't quite get there, but just for argument's sake, we'll say that's a pretty wide range. And a big reversal takes Friday's session and turns it into what we'll call an outside day higher. So we traded lower than the lows on Friday, highs from Friday, and then we'll settle higher than the high print on Friday, setting up a nice technical bull momentum sort of formation as we head into this week and some key events that are going on. So again, we saw those 8 consecutive down sessions, and then we see a big reversal today, albeit on fundamental news, but it's going to have a little bit of technicality to it as well as we start to see some of those shorts get squeezed out. And I think that's part of the reason why we saw the big move today in the pound nearing 132. Didn't quite get there, but we were very close to it. And if you look over from the Bank of England, newcomer John Haskell came on the scene. He's been there since September. Today was really his first interview. He talked about the uncertainties of Brexit and how they're going to affect investment in the UK, not only today, not only up till March 29th, but even in the months and years following. They could have very adverse effects if they don't get their act together. And I think that right now that is going to be key is not only the build up to March 29th, which we've talked about, but also the ripple effects that come after. What happens with confidence, what happens with the uncertainty, what happens with businesses, governments, visas, you name it. It's all very uncertain at this point. Proposals have been talked about, but nothing has been seen for certain, no resolution in sight. That could change as Prime Minister May headed over to talk to European leader Juncker to maybe get something done. That's part of the reason why the pound rallied. There was some optimism behind that visit. We'll see tomorrow with the vote. Will it get through? Will May's plan get through? And that is very key, obviously, because the days are numbered between now and March 29th, and they aren't going up. They're only going down. So again, Brexit remains very key to the pound, and the Bank of England keeps chiming in about the uncertainties, and that's not good. Although pound is higher versus the dollar today, it's been really trending higher against the euro, its counterpart in this whole deal. And really, it's pound uncertainty versus euro weakness. And right now, the pound uncertainty is not seeing many sellers when it comes to the pound euro cross. That in itself is nearing the February highs at 117. If it gets north of that, you're going to have to go back almost 2 years the last time it traded this high. So really optimism from a pound perspective versus the euro remains very strong. And I think that's more because we're hearing lackluster economic activity out of the ECB. We're hearing, what's happening there. You're seeing a lot of uncertainty and declining growth expectations in Europe. And that in itself is hurting the euro currency versus the pound, which right now, yes, there is still a lot of uncertainty, but can the ship be righted with the right proposal and the right resolution with the Brexit? So right now, Brexit, I think expectations remain very high for a hard Brexit, but things are starting to look a little bit better as May heads over to discuss her new resolution, which we voted on tomorrow. Will that vote get through is still yet another uncertainty, but the pound on the high is likely because of shorts getting squeezed out. It'll be interesting to see if we can extend this move that we saw today in the pound.